Scientific evidence for God. In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. Genesis 1:1. The Bible is very clear. The heavens and the earth, or this universe, had a beginning, and that it was created. That it is an effect which has a cause. Romans chapter 1 verse 20. For since the creation of the world, God's invisible qualities, His eternal power and divine nature have been clearly seen, being understood from His workmanship, that is His creation, so that humans are without excuse. Here in Romans chapter 1 verse 20, Paul says that creation reveals God and His character. His invisible qualities are revealed in the created order we observe in the universe. God has also created us with an ability to perceive it and to infer that God is the creator who is eternal, powerful, and who is not like man. He is divine nature, not human nature. These things are clearly seen in creation, and men are without excuse because they don't believe God's revelation to them in and through nature. In the effect that the Creator has brought about lies the evidence for the cause, the Creator God. So the Bible teaches that creation is evidence for God, and God will hold atheists and unbelievers accountable for not believing in Him based on creation. Men are without excuse because the whole creation, the information, everything which you will see points towards the eternal, powerful His, which is a personal mind with will and imagination, creativity, intelligence, etc., can be deduced from the creation. Psalms 19 verse 1 and 2. The heavens are telling of the glory of God, and the expanse is declaring the work of His hand. Day to day they pour forth speech, and night to night they reveal knowledge. Nature, the heavens and the earth, reveal knowledge, and knowledge points towards a mind behind that. And this knowledge points towards the glory of God, His glorious work, as the art points towards the artist and the skill which brings Him glory. So creation points towards God, His power, His skill, His intelligence, His wisdom, and it points to the glory of God, His greatness. Now we look at the scientific evidence for God. The first evidence for God is a beginning. Everything that begins to exist has a cause. If the universe began to exist, and the universe has a cause which we call God, and which is what the Bible also teaches. So what is the evidence for the beginning? The BGV theorem. In the recent past, both Guth and Vilenkin came up with a theorem which states that any universe or a multiverse with specifics like ours, specific entropy level like ours, should have a beginning. That is the BGV theorem. I will go into the details separately. The second evidence for the beginning is the red shift observed by Hubble. So Hubble is a astronomer, and he was observing the universe, and he observed that the universe is expanding because of the Doppler redshift, that the galaxies are moving apart from each other. So this is called the evidence of the redshift, which points towards the beginning. So if it is they are moving apart, it means they were together once, closer together, and that points, as we take it to the logical conclusion, there was a point when they all were in a singularity. That is the mathematical conclusion from the evidence of the redshift. The Big Bang theory was put forward by a Catholic priest and astronomer Lemaitre, and this redshift confirms, is one of the confirmations of the Big Bang theory. Another confirmation for the Big Bang theory, which deduces or comes or proposes the beginning for the universe, is the cosmic microwave background radiation. So it was theorized that if the universe began with a Big Bang, then there will be residual radiation in the background. And scientists have discovered this in the recent past, and that has become a very strong evidence for a beginning, and a beginning points towards a creator. The second point, which is the evidence for a mind behind, or which gave rise to the universe, is information in the universe. So universe is full of information regarding cosmology, physics, chemistry, biology, logic, genetics, mathematics, symmetry, etc. There is a vast amount of information inside the universe which was there even before we came into this universe as human beings. So that points to a mind. Information points to a mind. Therefore, information in the universe, in the form of knowledge which we find in the universe, objective knowledge, points to a creator, a creative intelligence, or as Edwin Hubble called this, a super intelligence. Order. The third evidence for a creator is order in the universe. The information which we saw earlier is arranged in a logical order, and so this logical order is also seen in the arrangement of the universe itself, known through the regularities of the natural law. The universe itself is very logically ordered so that it can be described mathematically and understood scientifically. So this order in the universe points towards a powerful orderer, someone who ordered it and brought about the logical order for the information, and the structure of the universe itself is ordered with natural law. So this also points strongly towards a creator, the ordering mind. Consciousness, unlike machines, which does not know what it is doing even though it does something. We human beings know what we are doing when we do something. That is consciousness. We are conscious when we calculate 2 plus 2 equal to 4. We are conscious, whereas a calculator just calculates it. It does not have a consciousness. We are different from animals because we are, unlike animals, we are conscious of the order, of truth, of beauty, of moral right and wrong, and these things point towards a creator who has created us with a conscience so that we can consciously make moral decisions. All of science is the pursuit for the truth, and it is only possible with conscious beings who are able to perceive the truth, understand the truth, and express the truth. We also see that we have a hunger for the truth, and we are conscious that it is wrong to lie. Therefore, consciousness points towards this finite consciousness points towards an infinite consciousness. The next evidence, scientific evidence for God, is the fine-tuned universe. The universal constants are highly fine-tuned, or moral free will creatures. Moral free will creatures are only possible if the physical constants of this universe are the way they are now. Therefore, fine-tuning, which is observed in the universe and in our world, which is fine-tuned for intelligent, conscious, moral life, living organisms, points towards a creator who has planned this universe and especially this world to be a place for humans who are free-willed moral creatures who can decide between right and wrong. So fine-tuning points towards a fine-tuner. The next evidence, scientific evidence for a creator, for a God, is complex design. Universe is full of design. There is design at the galaxy level. There is design at the level of the planetary systems. There is design at the level of the world. There is design at the cell level, at the level of inside the cell. And it's fascinating to study, from biology to chemistry, where the design in the molecules, and in geometry where there is design. We find design everywhere. And all this complex design can only be explained by an intelligent and powerful designer, whom we call God. So the evidence of the combination of all the above facts of nature points towards the need for a creator, a personal creator, a personal mind, not just a power, a mind with power, transcendence, creativity, intentionality, intelligence, and will. This cause is who we call as God. And this is the scientific evidence for God. In brief,